Alright, my son is in the bath right now, so I'm not sure how much of that sound's going to bleed in to this. I feel rather exhilarated. Something I've been working on this side. Working on creating a website from scratch, and man, it's been a long process, much longer than I thought, and yeah, I've just hit so many roadblocks, so many. It's really common when you're like developing something, writing code, that you have a bug, an issue, and yeah, it's a constant part of the sort of an iteration cycle where you hit a wall and then you get around it, and then you hit another, and then you get around it, and it's this iterative process of problem solving. But something about this project, that the walls I was hitting and the amount of time it was taking to solve the problems, and then when I'd solve it, I would inch forward by like the smallest amount, and yeah, usually there's like a satisfaction. Like you have a problem, you solve it, it's satisfying. You have this cycle of there's a problem. Yes, I feel good about solving it. There's another problem. Yes, I feel good, and you kind of have this stable up and down. But this project, it's like down, 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 and then a little bit of satisfaction, and then more down. But I just hit a really big milestone. I now have my own domain name. It's now got HTTPS secure, and getting that little S was so difficult. Didn't seem like it would be that difficult, but yeah, it took me such a long time. I suppose there were a lot of technologies that I didn't know, and so I had to learn a lot along the way. Maybe that accounts for why it took longer, but yeah, I just really feel like I was being tested by this, and the amount of times I wanted to give up and not continue, the amount of times I even wanted to get distracted and do something else, the amount of times I did get distracted and do other things. But yeah, it just feels so good now that I've like persevered, and the amount of times that it's like, yeah, maybe it's just time to call it, like putting way too much time and effort into this thing that maybe doesn't deserve it. But yeah, I've gotten to this point now, and it's just a case of cloning this on any future projects, so I don't really need to do the work again, and I can just copy it and use it, and create websites out of nowhere. Looks like my battery is about to die, so I might end it there for the moment. Alright, so back again. I like having the screen as a backdrop. Overexposed though. Anyway, yeah, it just feels like a load off to finally have gotten this breakthrough. And I was journaling this morning because I have sort of been tempted with a divergence of course. I set this goal for myself, and it's like, I'm going to finish this, and I've been working on it for such a long time, probably weeks now, and yeah, it's like I set it as like a goal. Can I set a goal for myself and just reach it? And so it was kind of a proxy for me being able to complete things that I say that I'm going to complete, and sort of the power of my word. Because I think it's something where you have the power of your word. If you say you're going to do something and then you don't do it, not only do other people learn that you don't do the things you say you're going to do, but you also learn in yourself that you're the kind of person who says one thing but doesn't actually do it. And so, yeah, it's kind of been me proving to myself that when I say I do something, I'm actually going to do it. It's quite a powerful thing to feel trust in myself to actually accomplish things. And so, yeah, I've been like tempted with changing course and doing something different. It's almost seemed like the right thing to do. Like, okay, I've just put so much time and effort into this, maybe I should be working on this other thing instead. And so I almost switched and went to the other thing, but I think I'm quite happy that I stuck this out, because though the other thing kind of seemed like the right thing to do, it was like a bit of a challenge being presented to me. Like, do you want to do this thing? Do you really want to do this thing? And, you know, being presented with this way of changing course and, you know, not achieving my goal. But I could also be like, oh yeah, it was the right thing to do. I was meant to change course, blah, 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 blah. But it's nice that I sort of set this mission for myself, and now I haven't quite completed it, but I'm, you know, 80-20, 90-10, most of the way there, sort of thing. I wonder how much of my son's, Solly's, chatter outside is making it into this. Alright, I might call it there for today.